am just fighting a losing battle here. I have a mouse family, a bunch of mice. I don't know how they're getting in here, if they're living in here or what, but I thought I had taken care of the problem. So I planted again for the third time. Only this time to come in this morning and find that the mouse had gotten under the humidity dome without knocking it off, dug up all the seeds, got out of the humidity dome without knocking it off, and then got underneath another one of my humidity domes and started nipping at the plants that I have growing. And not only that, dug up in there. Let me show you. See how all this is just kind of dug up and scattered? That is because there's something coming in here. Something pulled this one up. Some seeds are pulled up, nipped off right here. Like this one is nipped off there, nipped off right here, nipped off here. So I am not really sure. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to put rocks on top of the humidity domes in order to hopefully keep whatever it is from getting in there. But I am going to handle the situation. The only way that I can think of that they're getting in here is there's a hole down here. There's a hole right there, but it's not big enough for anything to get through. So that is what has me thinking that they are living in here somewhere. I don't really know where they could be living because there's not a lot of spots for them to live. But I don't know. I need to take care of the situation. So when I close up the greenhouse for the night, I am going to put on rocks. And it's going to look a little something like this. And hopefully that will keep the critter out. And then also what I'm going to do is I am going to start transplanting some of these bigger ones here just because when you put the humidity dome on, it kind of smashes them. So I'm going to take some of these and transplant them. So let's do that. So I got these last year that I used for transplanting and even growing starting seeds in. And I just got a bunch of them from the 99-cent store. And I try to reuse them as much as I can. But I just took a hot nail and stuck it in the bottom a couple cups at a time so that I could get some drainage in there. So that's what I'm going to use to transplant some of these plants over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fill these up with some compost that I have and start transplanting. And I'm going to mix some of the soil that I have on hand with some of this compost. Give it a nice little mix. And I'm going to fill my cups maybe 3/4 of the way up. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plants that I'm going to transplant. So I'm going to fill up 4 cups. And these taller ones are the ones that I'm going to transplant today. So to do that, I'm just going to pinch the bottom and it just kind of pops it up, and then I'm just going to push up and take out carefully. And there we go. And then I'm just going to kind of make a little hole. Don't even really have to make the hole because I did only put it about 3/4 of the way. I'm going to hold it with my finger and then I'm just going to backfill over the little plant. And because this one doesn't have a name on it, but I am going to write golden zucchini on the cup. So I'm going to get the other ones transplanted. Ugh, that's so annoying. The more I look at this, I just keep finding little clippings. So with this next one, I am not going to pinch the bottom. I'm just going to push up from the bottom and just give it a little tug. And there we go. And I'll just set these in there for now. Beautiful roots. And again, just coming through and backfilling. And of course, going in and watering them. I think I'm also going to go in here and transplant my artichokes because they are getting bigger. I'm just going to pull one out of here and just do kind of the same thing that I did with the zucchini. Artichokes are pretty distinguishable, so I'm not going to label them because I know what they look like. All right, let's see how easy this is. Now I only want one because I'm going to leave the other one inside its current pot. So let's see if I can separate. Oh, easy. No problem. Now, famous last words. So far, I've been pretty safe and lucky with the plants that I have out. I swear I'm going to come in tomorrow and I'm going to see all of these chewed and I am going to be very sad and then really go on a rampage. Yeah, these pull apart really easy. All right, so I'm going to come back in the morning and see if my little rock trick, if you will, is going to keep that pesky little mouse from eating all my stuff, because otherwise I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. And I'm not here to feed the mice. Okay, I wanted to give a little before work next day update on the whole mouse situation. I did not catch the mouse. It's enjoying a nice treat every night of peanut butter. But I can say right now, it did not get into my plants last night because I had something set on top of each one of my little planters, my seed starting trays. So that is good. But I think I am gonna have to come in here and just start transplanting a lot of this stuff. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing because these ones in here are all flowers and, well, they're just really delicate. But yeah, look at all these ones with chopped off heads. So when I get home from work today, I will be doing more transplanting, but that is a win for me that the mouse did not get any more of my plants. All right, so I'm going to take some of these little baby seeds over here that have sprouted and I'm going to transplant them. It's just getting harder for me to put the lid on, or the humidity dome on top of them, because it's smashing some of them because they're so tall. And I still need to cover them because there's still seeds that need to pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and do some transplanting. But first, I'm going to look underneath the humidity dome where the little mouse has been eating and see if anything is popping up there. All right, so I do have some things popping up, but this is the problem, is this is supposed to be jalapeno, but that does not look like jalapeno to me. So I'm pretty sure some of these things have been scattered. I've got something popping up right there. Bean over here. These beans are all popping up. So things are popping up. I am just gonna let whatever in here wants to grow and just kind of figure it out along the way. But yeah, these are just too long for me to put the lid back on. So I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to water these trays and call it good. Oh, it's warm in here. All right, I'm gonna start with some of these leggier flowers here. I know it's not wise to necessarily do this because they are so long and skinny, but I'm gonna do these a little bit different. I am going to just take one solo cup. These are buckwheat, and I'm gonna try and get as many in here as I can because they're just gonna be grouped together anyways when I plant them. And I am finding out what I am not liking about this tray is that you have to squeeze from the bottom, and that just smashes the cells, and I don't like that. I wanted to be able to reuse this. So, I mean, I can probably still reuse it, but I think I might just cut a hole bigger in here. That way I can just push up from the bottom. I don't know. I'm going to experiment a little bit with the next batch of things that I plant, but you got to just squeeze the bottom, and I'm not a fan. All right, and just like that, those are all transplanted. The next one that I'm gonna do is these cosmos. These other ones are just so, like, tiny. Like, these guys are so tiny. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work when as far as transplanting, but I will get these cosmos right here taken care of. All right, so that is it. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing as far as trying to keep that pesky little mouse out of my flowers. And hopefully I don't have to worry about him too terribly much. Like I said, I am just keeping the humidity dome on top with rocks on it or something heavy so that it can't lift it up. But yeah, I guess that is the nature of the beast that is gardening. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I cannot even believe that I've hit 500 subscribers. And I know that sounds so silly, but to me that is just insane. So I appreciate you so very much. Thank you so much for subscribing, for watching my videos. And I hope that you get out there and garden, and I'll see you next time. Bye.